Hello guys, and welcome back to another video. It's your boy Tosha1, and today we're going to be ranking every single season from chapter 6. I'm talking about season 1, season 2, season 3, all of the seasons. It's going to be my personal ranking, so please don't get mad if I rank your favorite season from this chapter poorly. It's my personal opinion. Remember to like and subscribe, hit that button, and also we're going to be ranking every single season based on the battle pass, gameplay, thing that made that season what it was, and we're going to see how they stand compared to the rest of them. Alright, so without further ado, let's get into this ranking. Alright, so coming in at last place will have to be, for me, chapter 6 mini season 1, the first ever mini season and the worst mini season, and it's probably the worst season I've ever played in my whole entire life. Freaking hate that season. And here are a few reasons why I flipping detest that Star Wars season. First of all, let's talk about the flipping battle pass. Now in that battle pass it had maybe one good skin. I'll say probably, what's her name? Evie. Yeah, I think she's the only good one out. That's probably the worst battle pass I've ever seen in my whole life. And I've been playing Fortnite for nearly 2 years now, and I haven't seen a single battle pass worse than that one. If we compare it to the mini season we have now, the Simpsons season, you can obviously see the difference and how better the Simpsons season is to that horrendous Star Wars battle pass. Like, I don't know what they were cooking up. They weren't cooking anything. They literally burnt the whole kitchen when they tried cooking with that battle pass. Honestly. With that, okay. That battle pass, I will rate that battle pass a 3 out of 10. Alright? Worst battle pass I've ever seen in my whole entire life. I said that, but that's what it is. That's what it is. And they also promised us that we were going to get lightsaber pickaxes. Never happened. Never happened. Even though the battle pass was already so horrible, they couldn't even give us the lightsaber pickaxes that we've been waiting for the whole of Fortnite. Anyways, okay, now let's move on to the map. Now the Galactic Battle map was, let me just say, quite beautiful. I didn't really like the chapter 6 map, but what they did to it was quite nice. They just added a few tiny little touches to it, and I think it was pretty good. For the start anyways. I thought they were going to add more stuff to it, but for the time being, at the start of the season, it looked pretty good. Even though they were on the edges of the map. Now that's the big issue. They were on the edges of the map. The moment you go to a beautiful POI that they just made and took their time in, you can literally see the time that they put into it. You can't even stay there for more than 5 seconds before the storm comes and you're about to die. Whoever made that map should get fired. Alright, I'm sorry, they should just get fired. But all in all, I'll rate that map 6 out of 10. I mean, they tried their best, but why? Why was it on the edges of the map? I still can't get over that. It's just so stupid. And they didn't add any other map changes throughout the whole season. Now, I can't lie, the gameplay for the season started off very strong. Came off the back of a very great season. It's up to 6 season 2, you see why I rank that later, but it did fall off after time. The fact was, they kept reusing old stuff from past seasons that we had seen over and over again through other Star Wars events. It's just very lazy and very stupid in a way. That they'll think that they can just use old stuff to make it new in a new season. But I would say the first 2 days of that season were very good. Very peak Fortnite. I did love that season at the start, but it just kept dragging on, and even though it was a mini season, it felt like it was a whole year of a season. So the gameplay was good. I liked the medallion. I think the medallion was alright. What can I say about this season that was good? Nothing really was that good. I mean, near the end, it got quite nice, nearing the live event, but the live event wasn't even that good. The gameplay had the Star Wars lightsabers, all blasters weapons for some reasons, and that was horrible. I actually hated that so much. The Star Wars, the lightsabers weren't even that good. They were just reskins of old lightsabers. Star Wars weapons, very, very trash. Very, very trash. The only good one was the Jawa Scatter Blaster. And at that, it wasn't even like that amazing. It's just like a flipping pistol. What else? What else was good? Bombardment. Yeah, okay, the bombardment. Okay, that was like the last week of the season, and I had basically just stopped playing. I just didn't want to play anymore. But I did come on for that last week, just because I wanted to see how the bombardment was, and it was fun. I'll rate that like a 5 out of 10, just that alone. But everything else, after like the first 2 days of it being peak, was horrible. Like actually horrible. I hated playing Fortnite during that time. All I played was creative. I could not stand it. It's wasted potential, really. So, I will rate the gameplay a 4 out of 10. 4 out of 10. All because of the things I said. But it could have been way better if it just had consistent, good updates. Which I think the Simpsons season so far is doing quite good at. I think they learned from this Star Wars season and are doing better in the Simpsons season. Which is... I applaud you, Epic. You did good. You did good. But not good on this season though. Yeah, the gameplay was horrible.
Brother, what's that? What's that, brother?
Alright, so coming in at number 5, the 5th worst season of Chapter 6 would be Chapter 6 Season 1, Hunters. Okay, let's talk about the starting for the season, alright? So it started off very, very strong. The start of the whole of Chapter 6, the Season 1. It came off the back of quite a good season, with quite a good end event. Chapter 2 Remix, which I personally really loved. It started off quite nice. I liked the Winterfest. Pretty good Winterfest. And then, I don't know what happened. It just kind of fell off. The gameplay, the story, it just... I didn't really like it. And the whole map as well. The map, it just wasn't it for me, personally. I didn't really like how it was so square-like. And it had no drop spot. And it was so massive.
The map is too massive, dude. It's massive. And you know what else is massive?
It did start off quite nicely. But it just dragged on a bit too much, which is why it's at number 5. And I know some people might not like that I put it that low. Because, in my opinion, I think it's very, very overrated. There was barely any new updates throughout it. I mean, Godzilla. But like, that wasn't even nice, to be honest. It was a very, very like, mid-season, I'd say. Anyways, let's talk about the Battle Pass, alright? So the Battle Pass was pretty good. I'd say it was actually very, very good. One of the best Battle Passes of Chapter 6. That's saying something. Yeah, they had some pretty good Battle Passes. And I'd say it has some very memorable skins, like Baymax, Godzilla, Jade, flipping... Hope, yeah, Hope was good. Kendo, and a lot of storyline characters as well. It had a very, very, very good Battle Pass. Very, very good. I loved that one. So good. Sad thing was I didn't get it, but it was still good. So I will rate that Battle Pass an 8 out of 10. Pretty good. Solid Battle Pass for the solid start of the season. Very, very nice. Now gameplay. Now let's get into this gameplay, alright? So the gameplay was pretty good. It was very, very nice actually. I loved it. And even though it was unbalanced, we had the Typhoon Blade, the repeater rifle and all that other stuff that made it a bit unbalanced for the flipping sweats and all of those ranked players. I actually quite liked it. I liked the Typhoon Blade. I was a bit of a noob back then. I started playing in Chapter 5 Season 4, so I only played like 2 seasons. And it was fun. It was very fun. For my first game, it was pretty fun. I especially love that Typhoon Blade and that Hollow Twister, bro. Like, and the Sentinel, bro. Like, honestly, that loot pool was so great. But there was just like, the fact was in the game, it was just like, there was nothing else to do but just like play Battle Royale and just like kill people. Like, it was just very bare bones, it felt. And the fact that OG came back as well, and OG Season 1 was so dry, I couldn't really like play anything else. And Ballistic was dead. All the new game modes that they added, OG and Ballistic, it wasn't that fun to play. But Battle Royale, yeah, Battle Royale Season 1 was alright for like the first month actually. The Winter Fest helped me to like keep playing. It was a very like peak nostalgic Christmas time. But then like it just kind of fell off. Like they didn't really add any like new things, and I didn't really know what was going on, to be honest. Like, we went from Marvel in Chapter 5 Season 4 to music stuff in Chapter 2 remix, and then straight into like flipping Japanese stuff, like what the hell? And they kept changing the map as well. Well, not really this map, they just kept the map the same, but like it was just some weird stuff to some weird stuff to some weird stuff. And I don't know, I didn't really like it. That's the thing, I just didn't really like it. Chapter 6 Season 1. The gameplay started off great, yeah, but if they just had, like I said about Star Wars, consistent and good updates throughout the whole thing, it wouldn't have been so dry, and it probably wouldn't have been number 5 on my ranking, you know what I'm saying? So, all in all, I'll rate the gameplay a 7 out of 10. Oh wait, I forgot to add that they did add a lot of collabs this season as well. Chapter 6, they've added so many collabs, but this season was like the start of the big collabs of 2025, you know what I'm saying? But the collabs were nice skins, and Godzilla and Baymax were in the Battle Pass. Godzilla was actually like a proper thing in game, which I did like, but he just like, the Godzilla thing is its whole like other thing, yeah? It wasn't as good as I thought it was going to be. You just got to stay in the thing for like 5 seconds and then you're out, you know what I'm saying? It didn't feel like you could win the whole match like you could do with Doctor Doom or Thanos or something else. You know, it wasn't as fun as those, but it was still good. So I would rate it a 7 out of 10, but it could have been so much better. So I'll say Chapter 6 Season 1 as a whole, including the Battle Pass, loot pool, gameplay, and how I enjoyed the game, a 6 out of 10. No. A 5.5 out of 10. I mean, it's fair. It's just fair. I mean, I don't really like it that much, but it was a mid-season, so 5.5 is better than 5, but it's not as good as the 6.
I mean, it's alright, like.
Now, coming in 4th place is Chapter 6 Season 4. Now, Chapter 6 Season 4. It was good for the most part, but it was just lacking something that was missing in the whole season in particular. Like, it just didn't have something, that thing that makes the season that good. That's why it's at 4th place right now. I did like it, I really did like it. I got my main skin from that season, the season 4 Battle Pass, you know. It had some very, very memorable moments, but it just like lacked that identity that other seasons had in Chapter 6. That just puts it at number 4, and I'm sorry, it's worse than the Simpsons season. That's just a mini season. It's worse than the Simpsons season. It's worse than all the other seasons that came out. It's because it lacked something that made it special. But it is better than the other seasons that I said before. That's why it's at 4th place. I would say it's better. It was more fun, more engaging than the Star Wars season and Season 1. It had more content. It was just more fun, really. And yeah, so that's why it's at Season 4. Well, let's look at the Battle Pass and let's see how the Battle Pass was, yeah? So, the Season 4 Battle Pass. Oh my goodness, what a Battle Pass. What a Battle Pass, eh, boys? Just look at it, yeah? I mean, it had some good skins, some bad skins. It was just such a mix, like the season itself. With the loot pool and the gameplay and the map changes, it was just lacking that identity, that thing that roots it as the Season 4 it was supposed to be. That identity was just gone. It's supposed to be a bug-themed season, but from the very start, the Battle Pass was nothing or like barely anything to do with the overall theme of the season. It had Power Rangers for some reason, like some K-pop demon hunter girl or something, a panda. It had like 2 people that were from the OXR, the main thing that killed the bugs, you know what I'm saying? No bug skins, nothing like that, but like, it was just kind of, what do I say? It's kind of like a lack, all I can say, it was a lack of identity throughout the whole battle pass, but it did have some nice skins that I did like. I don't really main any other skin of any of the battle pass. I don't really like it that much, but it was a solid battle pass. I rate it like a 6 out of 10. Hey boys. But it could have been so much better if they just like stuck with a theme. You know, I think that's gonna keep going on as I talk about this, because that's all it could have done. Just had a solid theme and the season would have been peak. But yeah, the battle pass, 6 out of 10, definitely. Now the gameplay, the freaking gameplay of the whole season, alright? It was like, this season's gameplay changed so much from the start of the season to the flipping end of the season. It's like 3 different seasons happened in one. You feel me? Like the first part of the season, I loved. Actually, I loved. Like when I hopped on the game, because I just come back and I was tired, and I finished with season 3. I did like season 3. But I finished with season 3. And I was ready to go into a completely new, like just a refresh, yeah, after that live event, yeah. And season 4's start was so good. The OP medallions, bro, the medallions at the start of the season was so good. And the loot pool was just amazing, like actually amazing. I loved it so much. Generally, I think at the start of the season, that was my favorite season I ever played in my life. And okay, so it had the bunkers, the OXR ranks, and everything, and the bugs. I like the bugs. I like fighting the bugs. It was a good mid-game objective, yeah. And everything else was just so good. There was nothing that could have made that season worse for me or better for me. That's what I thought, anyways. So yeah, part 2. This is shocking, awful. Where the season kind of fell off for a lot of people, generally in the community. This is when they nerfed all the medallions. They took out the whole, like all the medallions from the game. They nerfed them first of all. All right, that was fine. All right, nerfed medallions, whatever. And then they just take them out. They take them away. I'm like, what? Why would they take out medallions? This is the first time since medallions were added to the game that they've ever taken them out. Okay, that was fine, alright, but then they started nerfing everything. And I mean everything that was fun at the start of the season got nerfed. That was horrible. That was actually awful. That's why I say it's shock and awful. That was actually just shock, first of all, and then just awful. Absolutely awful. Yeah, so that time of the game, to be honest, I didn't even know what to do. Like, my favourite season, well, supposed to be my favourite season, was just like getting worse. That was the first time that this feeling for the game happened. That I kind of didn't want to play. Aside from the Star Wars season, yeah, no, this was the first time I was like, what the hell's going on, bro? Kind of just don't want to play anymore. You feel me? And well, it got worse. It got worse, yeah. So then they added some more stuff to the game, which was just amazing, by the way. Like the nuke, the roly-poly, the planes. Oh, that was sick. That was like the best update they added. And then the updates got a bit worse, not gonna lie. Because then after that, they added the Power Ranger stuff, bro. The Power Ranger stuff, bro. Oh my. Flipping Power Rangers in a bug season, and they didn't add back the medallions, even though I thought they were gonna add them back. They never did. They never did. But they just added like the Power Ranger stuff first. And then K-pop Demon Hunters. Are we having a laugh? Are we actually having a laugh right here? So it was good, then it went bad. Then it went great with the update with the bombs. Then it went bad with the Power Rangers, and went even worse with the K-pop Demon Hunter stuff. It just, like, they forgot the theme. And apparently everyone liked it when they had the K-pop Demon Hunters. Oh yes, the bugs are gone, let's go. Shut up! Right, shut up! Like, if you're gonna like a season, if they're gonna have a season, they're gonna have to make the season theme stay for the whole season, not just like cut it off. You feel what I'm saying? Power Rangers to flipping K-pop Demon Hunters. Why are we switching collabs here, boys? Should be like bug collabs, isn't it? So now, Fortnite was seeing the play count and how it was dropping, like really dropping from its peak. Sitting around 1 million players on a good day, not very good. So they cooked. They cooked. They had to cook so the season wasn't bad. Especially for the season that comes after, which was a lot better in my opinion. And they cooked with this Fortnite mirrors, boys. This Fortnite mirrors was insane. Insane! It was amazing. Just amazing. I freaking loved it. Like, they changed the map completely. Like, they had already changed the map. But the moment I hopped on, if you see my old video, I said it was like a whole new season. It was just so good. From the collabs, to the mythics, to the new weapons. It was just like so refreshing to come back and play Fortnite. Proper Fortnite. You know, it felt like the bug season was good, but it just lacked its identity. And then the collabs that they added in between weren't enough to make me love the game. But that Fortnite mess just felt like proper raw Fortnite. You feel what I'm saying? Like proper what was missing, really. And well, for 10 out of 10 Fortnite mess, 10 out of 10 for real. Can't lie. So, what would I rate the whole season out of? It's hard to rate it, but if I had to, 6.5. It was good at the start, bad in the middle, really bad in the middle. It dragged on a bit too long, but it was still consistent with the updates, which kept me along. I did like it. Play count dropped drastically, which was horrible, but I can't knock it. It had a great Fortnite mess, great collabs, so 6 out of 10. Alright.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Alright guys, we're finally at the 3rd place position. First of all, I want to say thank you guys for getting to this place. If you got to this place, remember to like and subscribe. This video took me ages, but if you're still watching, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. Now let's get back to the video. So, coming at that number 3 spot would be Chapter 6 Season 3. Okay, Chapter 6 Season 3. And I know it's a lot of people love this season. I really love this season. Probably think it's the best season ever. But okay, it was hard to put this at number 3. It could have been number 2. And honestly, if you say it's number 1 or number 2, I wouldn't disagree with you. But it's my list, and here are some of the reasons why I think this is the 3rd best season of Chapter 6. Please don't come for me down in the comments. Alright, babe. Alright, first of all, let's talk about the Battle Pass. Yeah, the Battle Pass was great. Great, solid Battle Pass. I did love it. It was very nice. It had everything the Battle Pass needs. You know, storyline, driven characters. Theme, it stuck to the theme so well. So well. Superhero Academy had everything a Superhero Academy needs. Superman was in it. He came back. Oh, that was pretty sick. And we got to play with him later. I'll get to that in gameplay, but the whole Battle Pass was very solid. I'll rate it a solid, good, very good 7 out of 10. Very, very good. And the map. Oh, the map. Oh, Chapter 6 Season 3 map was very, very... Oh, I'm saying very, very good. No, it was amazing. Utterly amazing. It was better than Galactic Battle map, definitely. Better than Chapter 6 Season 4 map, definitely. I'm sorry I forgot to say that, but Chapter 6 Season 4's map was the most disgusting and horrendous map we've ever seen in Fortnite. Genuinely. I mean, just the map that we got for Chapter 6 Season 3, in my opinion, was probably the 2nd best Chapter 6's map has ever looked, ever. It just had that blend of story, like good looking POIs, and that, like, you know, that dark looking area that was just so like fun and fresh. It just felt amazing, really. So the map, definitely 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10. Okay, so the start of Chapter 6 Season 3 was absolutely perfect. Absolutely perfect. Peakest of peak Fortnite. You feel me? Coming to back of the worst season ever, Chapter 6 Season, mini Season 1. it did redeem itself. Fortnite did redeem itself. They did definitely cooked. They added hero ranks, all of the superhero weapons, the bunkers where you get all of the loot and everything. Oh, it was just peak. The medallion from Daigo, great mythics, great mid-game objectives. It did not feel stale at all. The movement was an all-time high. But at the start of the season it was kind of wavery, but it just kept getting better and better and better and better and better. This gameplay for the whole season was perfect, but it was missing something. It felt like it didn't have that replayability other seasons had. It just kind of felt a bit off. I don't know if anyone else felt like that, but for me, playing, it felt good. The theme was strong, it just wasn't as powerful to be like, wow, this is a peak Fortnite season. I mean, it did start off very good. It did have very great updates. Superman was great, but it just felt off, and the player base was dying. They added Blitz, that was a bonus, but other than that, really, it was okay. It was okay at best, you know. So overall, I rate the game an 8 out of 10. Not a 10, but an 8. Okay. So overall, I would rate Chapter 6 Season 3 a solid 7.8 out of 10. 7.8 out of 10. Very good season. Not the best season of Chapter 6, obviously, because it's the 3rd place position. But it was good. Very so much of an upgrade from the Star Wars season. And you know what? Well done, them. They made it.
It's cool, just cool, into the mouth. Nice.
So, coming in at that number 2 spot, we got the Simpsons season. Yes, boy, Simpsons season is in fact number 2 on my list. Let's go. So, the Simpsons Battle Pass. Yeah, the Simpsons Battle Pass was great. They got everything from the IP and really took their time out and picked out the best Battle Pass. They really did take more time into the season than they did with the Star Wars season. And it really does just show in the Battle Pass of how much depth and character they thought. And the main characters they put into the season's Battle Pass instead of putting them in the item shop. So they really did learn from the Star Wars season, like I said before. And they really made the Battle Pass special. I just it was very, very good. No, it was the best. I think this, in my opinion, was the best Battle Pass for Chapter 6. I'm not even gonna lie. They added pets that you can actually have in game. That's revolutionary, guys. No, I'm not even lying. We've never had pets in the game before, and they added it in the Simpsons season of all things. And this is crazy, yeah. I can't believe the Simpsons season is second on my ranking, because give it a couple weeks before the season, or even a month before, when we first got the leak that we're gonna have a Simpsons season, I absolutely hated the thought. I could not in my head just wrap around us having the Simpsons season. I thought it would just kill the game completely, really just end Fortnite forever. That was the exact opposite thing that happened. Fortnite really put their everything into this season, you know, just everything that they had to make a good season good, they did for this season. So the Battle Pass, in my opinion, 9.8 out of 10. Near perfection. Just could be longer, but that's because it's a mini season. So near perfection, 9.8 out of 10. Okay, so the Simpson gameplay was absolutely perfection in Fortnite. Peak loot pool for one. The loot pool was the most balanced it's ever been since Chapter 1. It's so good. So good. We got OG weapons, and the Simpson weapons were amazing. And at the start of the season, before the season started, and we had Chapter 6 Season 4, which wasn't the best season, of course. And everyone just hated on the season. They all thought it was going to be bad. But that build up to the season really, like, it got me hyped for it. It got me so hyped. I didn't know why I thought it was going to be bad. But then after all that, like, speculation and all of the leaks and everything, it just got me so hyped. And the map, the graphics, everything looked beautiful, like absolutely stunning. I think the Simpson map was the best map in Fortnite history. The graphics were pristine. I loved the cell shading. Yeah, the cell shading. Oh my goodness. The details in everything of that map was just perfection. And the fact that it was all so tiny and like reload sized as well just made the matches feel so shorter and better. Like this season was peak, like just peak Fortnite. You just had to be there to like play. Okay, so like all the updates were very good, very thought out, calculated and amazing. Every update felt like it was leading up to the live event that they had. I'll get to the live event later, but every update felt like it was leading up to something. It didn't feel like an update just happened for the sake of happening. They had like literal episodes, Simpson episodes for each update that happened. That just goes to show how much time and effort went into the season, and I have to say that they did an amazing job. Just an amazing job. I don't think there's anything bad about the season. I loved the weapons, of course, they were all very balanced. There wasn't anything too overpowered really. The movement was amazing. And yeah, as you can tell, I really do just love this season. But why is it at number 2? Well, the only reason it's second place on my list is because it's a mini season. If it wasn't a mini season, this would be peak, because I want more of the Simpsons in Fortnite. I want more. I'm feeling. I really want more. I'm craving more Simpsons in Fortnite. This was the best. Like, thank you, Epic. You cooked. You really did cook. So, I would rate this season overall a 8.9 out of 10. Like, insanely good season. Oh yeah, and that live event, 10 out of 10. Best live event in the whole of, not just chapter 6, but Fortnite history. That live event, like, I cried. I literally cried. It was that good. I'm sorry I didn't get to like put it on like a video or anything, but like that live event was peak, guys, peak. Wonderful live event, and it just built up to chapter 7, and chapter 7 has been great. It has been great. So yeah, Simpsons season, 9.8 out of 10. I mean 8.9 out of 10, sorry. 8.9 out of 10. Whoa.
I gotta tell you, it was perfect. Perfect. Everything, down to the last minute details.
Guys, we are finally there at that number 1 place, and it is chapter 6 season 2, Lawless. Boys, let's go. And Lawless, I know what you guys are gonna say down in the comments. Oh my days, what is Toast Tribe Leader doing putting Lawless at number 1? Lawless! And in my opinion, Lawless is the most underrated season in the whole of Fortnite. Lawless is up there as probably like my top 3 of the best seasons ever. It was so much fun, so chaotic, so fun. It was a season that gets overlooked because it's right next to chapter 6 season 1, one of quote unquote the best seasons, and chapter 6 mini season 1, the worst seasons, you know. So it's kind of like in between the good and the bad in a way. So I think this season was just insanely just amazing. From every second I played, I was just so addicted to get back on. It's that thing that chapter 6 season 3 was missing, that passion to get back on the game. Alright guys, before we carry on with this ranking, I just wanted to say a big thank you for getting to this point. You don't know how long it's taken me to make this video, but it's taken me so long. So if you have gotten to this point, what are you doing not subscribing to Toast Rugby the One and smashing that like button? Go, I know you. I will. So do it. Alright, and a big shout out to 2 AM Beatrix, Hunter Plays, and Stuff Kings. You guys are the goats. Thank you for the support you're getting. A massive shout out to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. He is the way, the truth, and life. You know, he's got me through a lot of times. Just wanna, say that God's great. And anyways, let's get back to ranking chapter 6 season 2, boys. Let's go. Okay, so I'm gonna make this quick, because I don't want this video to be too long. All right, so the battle pass was amazing. Of course, I've said this a lot about battle pass of chapter 6, but this is the second best battle pass of chapter 6. It had one of the best characters ever, Midas, return, and Midas looked so amazing in this battle pass. They had like a very good meme skin, Big Deal, which ties in with the story very well, and the theme was replicated perfectly in this battle pass. Just a 9.5 out of 10. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna rate it. A 9.5 out of 10. Wonderful, superb, amazing. That's all I can say. Chapter 6 season 2 started off amazing. You could do everything that I thought you could do and more. Because the leak started off saying that it was going to be another high season. Oh no, it's going to be another high season. But it was so much better than any high season I've ever played in my life. Any high season that I've seen, it was just like on another level, on another scale. I would say it's better than chapter 2 season 2 and chapter 4 season 4. And that's a bit of a hot take, but I think it was. It had like everything about the map to the mechanics that you could like steal and rob everything. It just felt so heist-like, so like thuggish, you know. And it just felt like GTA kinda, or like it. What I'm saying is, it stuck to the theme perfectly, and I think other seasons just didn't do it as well as chapter 6 season 2 did. And that was just at the start, by the way. You could get deal bits from banks and go trade that in as like a currency. It's just insane the amount of creative power that they had at Epic Games to make this season so good. Also, it got better. It didn't just stay as it was. It got much better. It added Mortal Kombat stuff. It added the lawless exotics, and those lawless exotics, oh my goodness. First of all, the season was good. Yeah, it started off good, like solid 8 out of 10 season. Then when they added the lawless exotics, I knew that was my favorite season ever. I could just tell. It was amazing, utterly amazing. The exotics added so much creativity to the game, and that's what every season is missing. Any bad season that I think is bad, I think it's just missing that bit of creativity that Epic can add to a season, and they did it perfectly. So overall, I'll rate the gameplay a 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 gameplay throughout the whole season. Great updates, great map, great loot pool changes, perfect loot pool. Even though it was very unbalanced, you know, kneecapper, all the lawless exotics, all the first person assault rifles, I do not care. I do not care. It was the most fun I've had on the game since chapter 5 season 4, and that's saying something, you know. And I think it was just 10 out of 10 completely. So the season overall, 9.99999 out of 10. Only because it's not 10 out of 10, only because I don't think any season is perfect. It did have some things that other people might not like. So 9.99999 out of 10. But in my opinion, it's the most perfect, most best season of chapter 6 by far. And that was it. Every single chapter 6 season ranked. Hopefully you guys liked the ranking. If you didn't, or you disagree with me, or you think I ranked it poorly, you know what? Tell me down in the comments below. I love making this content for you guys, so subscribe to see more, alright? And subscribe to my friends' channels, Beatrix, Adam Gaming, and Stuff Kings. Alright boys, Jesus loves you, Alright, have a great day. Remember to subscribe, comment down below, and like, you know what I'm saying? Alright, see you guys in the next one. Peace.
And you know what else is massive?